What's the single worst car currently being built by each automaker? Well, that's exactly what we're going to uncover. Now, there are plenty of questionable choices out there when shopping for a new car, but the big question is there one specific model from each company that stands out as especially bad? The answer is yes. And today, I'm going to break down the worst model being sold by every major brand, looking at reliability, quality, owner satisfaction, and overall design. Let's kick things off with Toyota. This is a brand that has built its reputation on bulletproof dependability and well-engineered vehicles. But even Toyota can stumble. And right now, their weak link is the Toyota Tundra. The newest generation of the Tundra marked a major change. Toyota ditched their tried-and-true V8 for a twin-turbo V6. The problem? That engine has been plagued with failures, so much so that Toyota had to recall 100,000 trucks to replace entire engines. Even after that, owners continue to report issues. In fact, the Tundra's reliability has been so poor that it dragged Toyota down from first to second place in Consumer Reports' annual reliability rankings. Toyota's lineup is still packed with excellent vehicles, but the Tundra is the one glaring exception that desperately needs improvement. Mazda is another company known for stylish, well-built, and reliable cars. But they too have one model that doesn't live up to the brand's high standards: the Mazda CX-90. Now, to be fair, the CX-90 is a beautifully designed SUV that drives well and offers plenty of appeal. Its main weakness is reliability. Being an all-new model in 2024 with fresh drivetrains and technology, it's had its fair share of first-year problems. Everything from electronics to software glitches to transmission issues. Consumer Reports' reliability ratings reflect that, along with a lower-than-average owner satisfaction score. The good news is that Mazda has already addressed many of those issues for 2025, so the CX-90 should climb up to the same level of quality as the rest of Mazda's excellent lineup. With Nissan, though, you don't have to look nearly as hard to find a problem child. The worst model in their lineup is the Nissan Altima. The Altima has built a reputation for poor reliability, mainly because of its problematic CVT transmission, which has a history of early failure. But beyond reliability, the bigger issue is value. Compared to its direct rivals, the Toyota Camry and Honda Accord, the Altima falls short in almost every way: performance, resale value, interior quality, and long-term durability. Only 48% of Altima buyers say they'd buy one again, which says it all. Moving on to Kia, the weak spot here is the Seltos. This small SUV is one of the few Kia models still saddled with the old 2-liter engine, which has an infamous track record of failures. Kia recalled thousands of them in 2021 for piston ring issues, and then again recently for the same exact problem. On top of that, Consumer Reports shows that owners are unhappy with its rough ride, noisy interior, and lackluster performance. Yes, it's affordable, but there are far better options at this price point. As for Hyundai, their biggest misstep right now is the Kona EV. The regular Kona already struggles with the same engine issues as the Kia Seltos, but the electric version takes things to another level of disappointment. Despite being priced close to the much superior Hyundai Ioniq 5, the Kona EV falls short in nearly every category: range, charging speed, performance, and even resale value. Reliability isn't impressive either. Honestly, there's just no reason for this vehicle to exist anymore. Subaru has a similar EV flop with the Solterra. It's not outright terrible, but it simply doesn't deliver enough value for the price. It's Subaru's least reliable model, sales are weak, and the only time it moves off dealership lots is when steep discounts or dirt-cheap lease deals are on the table. Without those incentives, it's hard to recommend. Next, let's talk about Honda. This is a brand that rarely makes bad vehicles, but they do have one setup that's worth avoiding: the Accord and CR-V with the 1.5-liter turbo engine. Don't get me wrong, the vehicles themselves are good, but this particular engine has been plagued by head gasket failures and oil dilution issues. If you're considering one, skip the 1.5 turbo and go for the hybrid. It's far more reliable and offers better efficiency too. Now on to Mitsubishi. This company doesn't exactly have a long list of desirable vehicles, with the Outlander plug-in hybrid being the lone standout. The Outlander Sport is just okay, mainly because it's cheap, but the Eclipse Cross? That's easily the worst. It's not a good value, it doesn't shine in any area, and its safety scores are unimpressive. Honestly, it's a model that should just be avoided altogether. Volkswagen's worst model is the Taos. This one really has nothing going for it. Consumer Reports shows that only 39% of owners would buy one again. The main complaints include weak performance, a jittery transmission, and an uncomfortable ride. To make matters worse, it has the lowest reliability rating in VW's lineup, and that's saying something since Volkswagen already struggles in that department. When it comes to Ford, the weakest link is the F-150 hybrid, also called the Power Boost. On paper, it sounds great, a full-size truck with hybrid technology. In reality, the system has been a nightmare. Consumer Reports has ranked it among the least reliable vehicles for 3 years running. The added complexity brings endless headaches, and the fuel economy gains are minimal. If you want a reliable F-150, the 5-liter V8 is the way to go. General Motors' biggest disaster is their Ecotec V8 engines, specifically the 5.3 and 6.2-liter versions. These engines have been riddled with issues for well over a decade, from lifter failures to rod bearing and crankshaft problems. Nearly 1 million vehicles have been recalled, yet GM hasn't truly fixed the underlying issues. The result is owners stuck with repeated engine failures and massive repair bills. These engines are best avoided altogether. Then there's Stellantis, the parent company of Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, and more. They make plenty of unreliable vehicles, but one stands out as the worst: the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. Owners report endless problems with its hybrid system, from battery and suspension failures to electrical issues. With only 34% of owners saying they'd buy one again, it ranks as one of the lowest in customer satisfaction. Considering its high price tag, the unreliability is even more painful. Tesla's lineup is smaller, but it's clear that the Cybertruck takes the crown as their weakest model. The design, the build quality, and the practicality have all been widely criticized, and it's hard to see the value compared to Tesla's other offerings. And that wraps up the mainstream brands. If you own any of the models I mentioned, I'd love to hear your experience. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.